Hey YouTube, if you liked the video, please hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell as well to know when I upload a new video. And don't forget to comment down below and give me your thoughts on this shit. And here we go. If you don't know, BLM, Black Lives Matter, the organization, not the movement, the organization. There's two different things between this organization here and the movement where millions of people participated in the in America, and the biggest protest march of American history. And one's Giga Cringe, which is the organization, and one is Super Mega Fucking Based, which is the movement. I really like the movement. Don't really care for the organization, and here's my reason why. If you don't know, the Black Lives Matter organization issued a statement. Overall, it says that they support and don't like the guilty verdict that was given to Jussie Smollett in the case. And if you don't know, Jussie Smollett is a Empire actor. He got big over the show Empire, and he staged a fake hate crime and was caught because of evidence and video and other shit like that. And yeah, I forget when. I think December 4th was when he was given the guilty verdict on on 5 charges, and it seems like he's going to go to jail for 3 years and serve, or go to jail for 3 years, or and I think in the 3 years he's going to serve community service and probation. There you go. And which I agree. Overall, all the evidence we've seen, all the shit that went down in that trial, and even before, because early on, even we knew that something fishy happened, and what his story wasn't adding up. So I agree with the guilty verdict. And yeah, but here we go. BLM organization, again, organization, not the movement, does not like the guilty verdict. And here we go. Statement regarding the ongoing trial of Jussie Smollett. The below is a statement from Dr. Molina Abdullah, director of BLM Grassroots and co-founder of BLM Los Angeles, regarding an ongoing trial of Jussie Smollett. As an abolition, okay, and here's actually the quote, the statement. As abolitionists, we approach situations of injustice with love and align ourselves with our community because we got us. So let's be clear, we love everybody in our community. It's not about a trial or a verdict decided in a white supremacist charade. It's about how we treat our community when corrupt systems are working to devalue their lives. In an abolitionist society, this trial would not be taking place, and our communities would not have to fight and suffer to prove our worth. Instead, we find ourselves once again being forced to put our lives and our values in the hands of judges and juries operating in a system that is designed to oppress us, while continuing to face a corrupt and violent police department which has proven time and time again to have no respect for our lives. In our commitment to abolition, we can never believe police, especially the Chicago Police Department, over Jussie Smollett, a black man who is courageously present, viable, and vocal in the struggle for black freedom. While policing at large is an irredeemable institution, Chicago Police Department is notorious for its long and deep history in corruption, racism, and brutality. For the murders of Fred Hampton and Mark Clark, to the Birch tortures, to the murder of Laquan McDonald and subsequent cover-up, to the hundreds of others killed by Chicago police over the years and thousands who survived abuse. Chicago police consistently demonstrate that they are among the worst of the worst. Police lie, and Chicago police lie especially. Black Lives Matter will continue to work towards the abolition of police and every injustice system. We continue to love and protect one another, and wrap our arms around those who do not work to usher in black freedom and, by extension, freedom for everyone else. And that's the entire statement. And overall, my thoughts on this is very giga, ultra, mega, omega brain level of cringe. This shit is fucking garbage, and it makes me a little upset. And I'll give you my reasons why. Why? Well, here's my first reason. Why are they defending him? I is the only reason because he's black? Because all the evidence shows and proves that at best this is very fishy, and at worst he's guilty. And well, we got that guilty verdict because of the evidence. Even in the name Black Lives Matter, the organization is very selfish and very insensitive and very damaging to Black Lives Matter, the movement that this organization just named itself after that. Because every time this organization does something that is super garbage and has a horrible trash take on something, I always will have to hear about conservatives saying, "Oh, Black Lives Matter," and they refer to the movement is garbage. They don't care about the truth. They defended Jussie Smollett, and I have to be like, yo, that's not the movement. That is the organization. And it just gets everything all tangled up if you're not in the know. And it's just very, very just horrible that they named themselves Black Lives Matter. And saying that this verdict only happened because the system was white supremacist, and saying that Jussie is telling the truth is like it is anti-equality and it is anti-black and anti people of color, and and it's pro-hate, not anti-hate. It's pro-hate because, like I said in my past video talking about the Jussie Smollett trial, this only hurts people of color because black people don't. They're not the only ones that face hate crime. There's a lot of other people that face hate crime, sadly, in the United States. And what he did with this stunt, it made people who experience hate crime and want to report it, made their situation a lot worse because a lot more people will have a harder time believing them. And it was already hard getting people to believe you, and now it's gonna be even harder because of this dumbass doing this bullshit ass stunt. And that's a huge reason why this is also very garbage. And one thing I heard about this is that Dr. Molina Abdullah is apparently really good friends with the Nation of Islam, and she really likes Louis Farrakhan. And if you don't know, Louis Farrakhan is a humongous human piece of garbage. He is very anti-Semitic. He is homophobic. Haven't seen anything that shows that he's I haven't really looked it up that shows that he's transphobic, but if you're homophobic and like anti-Semitic, is a very good likelihood that you are anti-trans as well. And he is anti-interracial marriage as well, which is anti-black and anti-people in general. And they're very, and he is a very, very just terrible person. I'll show you a video on him right here. Just not like a video talking about him. I'll show you a video of him speaking, and you'll see if he wasn't, because there's a decent amount of people that will give him a pass simply because he's black. But if you close your eyes and just hear what he says, it'll sound very, very familiar. Right here. This right here. Hold up before we start. Before I show you this, Twitch, I am condemning what he's saying here. I'm not condoning it. I am condemning it. All right, now here we go. I'll show y'all.
The satanic Jews that control everything and mostly everybody. If they are your enemy, then you must be somebody.
Even though it's not like that's a little clip, and people can say, "Oh, it's been taken out of context." It's not. It's not. He said Jews were like satanic like multiple times, and a lot of people have been tried to get him to backtrack on that, and he just refuses to backtrack on that. And what he said right there, how the he's pretty much just pulling up the JQ. If you don't know what the JQ is, the JQ just means people that believe that Jewish people control everything. They control businesses, they control Hollywood, and they control like laws and make us follow the laws, and which is not true at all. It can be easily debunked. And if you heard what he says right there, and with the JQ, that is mostly associated with Nazis, and he and what he believes and what he says is no different from a Nazi. He's just a black Nazi. That's all he is. He might not. He doesn't agree that. Who the fuck is calling me? Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, he does not agree that white people are superior to black people, obviously, but he does have that supremacist view in his mind, and he if you put his views next to a Nazi's view, you can see that they both they agree with 99% of what they believe in. Instead of Christianity, though, Louis Farrakhan believes in Islam. He's a Muslim, and instead of actually not instead of instead of Nazis who are white supremacists, Louis Farrakhan is a black supremacist, which is pretty garbage as well. They're both equally bad. Maybe the white supremacist is a little worse because in America, white people mostly have more power in the system and in laws. So Nazis and white supremacists do can make more damage on people of color and other marginalized groups. So yeah, that's my whole thing. Molina Abdullah, even though she's part of Black Lives Matter, and I think she is black herself, she is anti-black and anti-equality and anti-people of color and pro-hate. And this is a disgrace on the name Black Lives Matter, and it's just a disgrace on equality and a disgrace of what we are fighting for. And what is super, super disrespectful that got me a little upset, that she equivocated Jussie Smollett getting a guilty verdict to the murders of Fred Hampton and Mark Clark and the murder of Laquan McDonald. This is, if not anything else, is definitely one of the most disrespectful shit that you can say. Because if you don't know Fred Hampton, he is an incredible person, an incredible leader. He was, if you don't know, he's the one that created the Rainbow Coalition, which included Hispanics, Latinos, black people, and white people to come together and form a group. Because he knew in order to beat the system, in order to tear down capitalism, you have to do it together. There's no way only one single ethnic group can do it together. We have to stand by each other and see each other as brothers and sisters, because we are brothers and sisters. We share this earth together. And Fred Hampton is definitely one of my heroes, definitely one of the most base people who has ever lived. And it's very, very disrespectful. Very, very, very horrendously. I can't state enough how much disrespect puts on the name Fred Hampton, because Fred Hampton would disagree with everything in this article, everything that the Nation of Islam, everything that Louis Farrakhan will say about, because Louis Farrakhan wants the separation of ethnic groups, and Fred Hampton wanted everybody to come together and love each other, man. That is what I'm trying to do as well, following to Fred Hampton's footsteps. And yeah, Yeah, this was horrendous, horrendous, and she should lose her job, and she should definitely be kicked out of any journalism, like journalist, like thing that she does. I can't remember the word, but she definitely should not have her job kept. And yeah, that's my thoughts on this. And fuck this organization, but always love the movement. Always love Black Lives Matter movement.